This is a foreigner in the Philippines, and we're over now at my brother-in-law Beanie's house, and that's our third house in the 3 houses before Christmas project, and that's the compound that's behind us. So I'm going to disappear from the kitchen, from the picture, because I'm going to show you what it's like and talk to you at the same time. So that's a truck that's parked in the compound. And that's the next house in, and the one further down, as you can see. There was a chicken somewhere. Now, these are all kids. Kids are communal in the Philippines. And kids from the next door might be in your house, and your kids might be in the next house. That's our truck waiting there to be filled again. And what we're waiting for is, we've arrived here and we've brought Manang Lina, and she's actually paying the electricity bill. Right, so there's Balalut, and there's Talik. That's the house. That's a little sari store. Now here's a thing that I should point out that will be, it's not noticed, it's not talked about, but in fact one of the most difficult things to get used to when you first get out here, and it takes a while for that to disappear, and that is you're on edge. You're on a Western feeling of something has to be done. Like I drove here, I've got how many people? 6 or 7 people. I say to my wife, okay, so it's just the 2 of us. Well, yes, but Nanai wants to come and Lena wants to come too. Oh, okay. Well, I hope we're not having a load of kids with us. Well, no, just Balalut and Talik. So that's all. Oh, there's only 2 kids. There's somebody on the way, on the road, such as it is. Right, so back to the subject. So we come out here, then I find on the way we're picking up Rado. So now that's another person. And then on the way down we pass the rice mill, which is on the road, and later, we don't stop there, but later Nanai tells Beth, well, she saw a cow and baby, and they'd walked down ahead of time because they hoped to come with us to Taliban. They didn't want that to happen. Now, here's the scene when we arrive at Beanie's. We've showed the little video about where the thing is going. Now everybody, when we get here, everybody just quite calmly gets out of the truck and goes and sits in the sitting area. And you can see, look at that man there in the yellow shirt. That's Rado. He's completely relaxed and waiting. He doesn't feel that he has to do something. And this might not seem a big thing, but if you're a Westerner and you're used to being under pressure all the time, when that pressure becomes so continuous, so relentless, that you get used to it. Now, not only do you get used to it, but you get used to handling it. Now, look, these people just came. They're completely relaxed. They're going to wait until Lena gets back. They're going to stress. No, it's just me that says, well, what's happening now? What are we going to do now? Well, we're not going to do anything. We're going to sit and wait. Now, isn't it ironic that a Westerner will go on vacation and will take a rest and be away from the pressure of everything, go to the beach, sit in a deck chair and just relax? But they have to be on some kind of an official vacation before they can do that. Now all of this now is the work site. Those are the materials for building the house. There's the house in the background. And you can see people working in the back. Children everywhere. There's the waiting area that I showed you earlier. And all of this dirt is actually going to be leveled out and brought out to the edge, so that this land will be more usual in terms of a compound. And there's a little mite who's going to come and look at us. Hi! Hi! Now, if she was in with her brothers and sisters, she would be yelling hi. And here's the main hi leader, who, believe me, will not stop saying hi. Hi. What did I tell you? So, all of this may seem inconsequential. But let me tell you, it's not inconsequential, because you'll have to deal with it. If you come out here and you live out here, you will have to deal with this. You'll have to deal with being in a place like this where everything is so laid back. Now, how about that for a childhood? And those kids will grow up dreaming of a life in America. When they get to America or Britain or Germany or Italy or any of the other places, Australia, they will dream about coming home. And who can blame them? Right over there you might be able to see, that's Cebu. There's a little strip of the ocean that you can see. Hi! 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 Ah, now we've got the other little hi machine. Now, back at the waiting area, everything is still as calm as it ever was. Everybody's still relaxed. Everybody will be just having a chat. Which brings me to the other thing that I always suggest, and it's a lesson that I haven't learned myself. Don't they say that you teach what you most need to learn? But look at these people. They're just sitting and chilling and chatting, and they're completely relaxed. This is a very simple life. As far as a Westerner goes, it's an extremely deprived life. For a lot of people, this is poverty. But there is a richness about how this life is being lived that escapes most of the Westerners that come here, because they don't learn the language, they don't integrate with people, they don't actually know any of they don't know any of what is important to these people. And so they sit on the outside, and eventually, if they do manage to stay here, they probably will start to criticize. Don't take my word for this. Go to any of the expats sites. You can do it from wherever you are in the world. Go to the expat sites and try and count up how many positive and how many negative posts there are. Look at the comments. Look at how people view the way that the Filipino people are living, and see how they have come to terms with it. See how much they've learned. Did they learn anything? One man came and said, well, certainly we didn't come to learn. In other words, many expats, many foreigners come to this country, and they come and they love the fact that people are happy, and yet they don't ask themselves why. I think of this as the same as when the big pharmaceutical companies run experiments. They run research, and they use what's called the placebo method. They take 50 people, or 25 people, or 100 people, and they split them down the middle, and 50 they give to the placebo, and 50 they give the drug that they are trying to manufacture and eventually sell at a fabulous profit. And here's the irony. This is what profit is about, what they do is they neglect to continue researching why someone who takes the placebo, which is just like a sugar pill, and recover. And instead of pursuing that as the main focus of their research, they fit the answers so that they can sell the drug of their choice, which will give them a profit. I remember in America visiting a friend who was in for cancer. He had a cancer in a certain part of his body. While we were there, a nurse came in and she put the intravenous drip, she put the latest injection into the drip, and that dripped into his body. And when she left, he said to me, that one shot was $1,000. And yet they're not interested in finding out why the placebo worked. They just say, oh well, those people are they're a bit nuts, aren't they? But if you ask me, who's the nutcase? The one who's prepared to pay $1,000 for a pill that somebody else didn't need to get well? So, coming to the Philippines, get used to being laid back. That stress that you've been feeling the effects of, that pressure that you're running away from, well, the answer is here, but it's still not an obvious answer. It won't be spelled out for you. You have to go in willing to look for it. So, back to me. I'm a Filipino by nature, if not by nationality. Thanks for looking in. I'm the foreigner living in the Philippines. Bye for now.